There's still lots of work that needs to be done, Doctor. We can't afford to have you resting. How I miss the time I spent on this land ship. If only I could have stayed longer.
Resources received.
ロドスの天井はいささか低すぎるのではありませんか。
Kotatsu! Where's the Kotatsu?
部屋に戻って寝るか。
I always feel best when I'm at your side, Doctor.
All right, let's take a breather.
どこかの古くて汚い探偵事務所よりこちらの方が10倍マシですよ。
Welcome home, Doctor. Welcome home, Doctor. There's still lots of work that needs to be done, Doctor. We can't afford to have you resting.
Oh my god, none of you could hear me this entire time, could you? This has been running for 10 minutes and my mic was off the entire time, wasn't it? Okay, that would explain why there was... Oh my... Alright, so far this is going exactly as badly as I hoped it was, and I am super happy about that. Alright, then let's start back at the main screen, and we will explain this again. Greetings, dear viewers. I'm Coil Quickcard, and welcome back to Arknights, where after 10 minutes I actually talk. Today, chat is going to be working together, in theory, to try and beat levels. We are going to go through Chapter 0, with a squad of fresh level 1 characters, and I will be taking all of my directions from you. And you will give me those directions through the use of this overlay that I have created, and which should maybe more or less fit the levels. I might have to fiddle with it a bit here and there, but it should be mostly fine. So, the first thing that I want to do is we need to figure out exactly how long our chat delay is, so that you will all have an idea of how far in advance you need to give directions before they will become relevant, because that's going to be important. So, I am going to make a ringing sound, and then you will just type anything in chat when you hear it. That will give us a sense of how long the chat delay is. Bing! Okay, alright, pretty good, okay. So we are running on a chat delay of less than 5 seconds, and even less than 3 seconds for some of you. That is perfect. That means that this is absolutely viable. So keep in mind that you do have a slight delay. Pause the game and figure out the strategy. Well, of course we could pause the game and figure out the strategy. Or we could see if we get our asses kicked by levels in Chapter 0, which I think sounds hilarious. So, the first thing we need to do is make a squad. So, we are only going to use fresh level 1s. Which means, yeah, I want to get level 1 characters, people I haven't used, and I want to get one person of every category. So start throwing out names. We're going to build our squad, and we're going to go in. Baseline, good boy. Windflit, okay, that's a defender and whatever that is. Cutter, courier. Courier, they got different symbols, why not? Cliffheart, waifu. Alright, waifu and Cliffheart got the same thing. Cliffheart got listed first. Quara. Someone already threw out baseline for our defender. Here is what we got so far. We still need to get a medic and a sniper. We need a medic and a sniper. A medic, a sniper, and a caster. So let's pick a medic, a sniper, and a caster. Should have done it, but oh my god, there is a freaking job button. I was looking for that. Okay, here's our medics. Let's pick our medic. Probably, I don't know. Chestnut. I see Chestnut. I see suggestions for everything. People seem happy with that this one. Sus. More people are saying sus. So apparently we're going sus with this squad. Now we're going to look at our snipers. All right, chat. Pick a sniper. Who are we adding to the squad? Meteor, May, Totter, Pinecone. We've got 2 votes for May, 3 votes for Pinecone, 3 votes for May, 4 votes for May. May is in the lead. We'll give it another few seconds, see if anyone evens that out. May still takes it with 4 votes, it looks like. So May joins the squad. And I think that just leaves a caster. We just need a caster. So, options a little slim here. Which one of these adorable people will be joining us today? I would take Beeswax, but she is not fresh. So we're going in with flat level 1s. Click, Haze, Indigo, Gitano, Click, Haze. That's 3 votes for Haze, 4 votes for Haze. Haze seems very strongly in the lead. I changed to Click then. Keep in mind, we are just doing Chapter 0, so even a very low level of competency could make this work. It looks like Haze is the choice, so congratulations, chat. This is the squad we are going to be working with today. I have no idea how to use any of them, and I don't need to know how to use any of them, because you're going to be saying where to deploy them. We're going to do fine. Every time we clear a level, I will give every one of these characters 2 levels each. Of course we don't need the supporter. No AoE, that sounds like a chat problem. Surely we can figure it out. And if not, we will adjust as we do. So, here is how this is going to work. First of all, if you are here and you're not familiar with the story of Arknights, or maybe you never bothered reading the story of Arknights, that's fine. Don't worry, I got you covered. I have set up the summaries to explain what is happening. So we are going to start, and of course with some levels, we're going to have pre-designed squads. So chat, as long as you can get out like 1 person, we are probably going to beat this first level, since it has a fixed roster and all of these characters have been leveled up. So here is how this is going to work. Right, turn that off. Right, there's our squad. Okay, it doesn't have a... Thank you for reminding me. So I'm going to put up the overlay. I'm going to make sure it fits. And then we're going to explain exactly how this works.
Say goodbye to the reckless Cliffheart. I'm taking
Okay.
it seriously from here on out.
So here's the overlay. It is more or less lined up pretty well. The way this will work, chat, is that you will name one of the operators, you will name which square to put them in, and you will tell me what direction to face them. That's how it's going to work. If you want me to activate skills, you're going to have to tell me to do that. If you want me to withdraw them, you're going to have to tell me to do that as well. You will be making all the choices. I will not do anything chat has not told me to do. So, that's the way this is going to work. But just before we get into that, I want to go ahead and just cover the story real quick.
Dang it.
Just so we're all on the same page as far as the lore goes, okay? So, nope, not that one. This one. Here is the story. You awaken to an unfamiliar voice. Your eyes open and you look into the shining eyes of a young woman with long, fuzzy ears. "Doctor!" she calls out. "Doctor? Are you the doctor? You can't remember anything, actually. You look around. You are in some kind of a medical facility. The room is sterile and grim, dimly lit. Looking around, you see dozens of others waking in the room with you. They all seem just as lost and confused as you do. Suddenly, noises from outside the large room draw the attention of the young woman and her companions. The woman tosses you an iPad. "We didn't expect to find so many doctors," she says. "You'll have to share command." Alright, so now we should all be on the same page as far as story goes. And it is time to actually do this level. Alright, chat, you're on a few second delay, so start giving orders. Wait, hold on.
Can't let them bully us. Let's go.
Hold on. The actual game screen is not properly sized. We need to adjust that a bit. Okay, that should work, and now we're going to need to adjust the overlay just a bit. Sorry, these are just the growing pains of new experiments. Alright, we're going to try and line up with that specifically. Oh, come on, you're gonna do fine. I don't know why you're nervous. Shrink it a little bit. No, it needs to be made a little bigger. Sorry, it's just, believe me, I practiced a lot to try and get these overlays to fit, but they are surprisingly problematic. It'll be ready in just a sec. Yeah, there's no need to rush. Chat, maybe, among yourselves right now, you should be, like, discussing strategy, figuring out how you want to approach this. Honestly, that looks like a pretty good fit. Okay. Way smaller, you think? I think this will work for now. We can sort of dial it in as we go through more levels, but Let's not waste any time. There are 11 stages in Chapter 1, or in Chapter 0, and God only knows if we're going to get through any. So, I am going to give a countdown, and then I'm going to hit that play button. If there are not commands in chat telling me what to do by the time we hit 0, things might get rough. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Courier, B3 right. Which one of you was Courier? Courier... B3 is up on the platform. That will not work. Running to the next command. May, C4 right. Okay, May running at C4... No, you're right. Sorry, C5 to the right. We had Courier, B4 right. It's annoying because the camera changes when you grab one of them. Yeah, the grid shifts when you move. Alright, let me just look at the first one. The first one was Courier, B3 right. Courier, B3 right. Okay. I had forgotten that it does that. Alright, Courier, B3 right was the first command I saw. And then May C4 facing right. May C4 facing right. The next command I saw after that... Honestly, that's about it. We are not going to do 2x speed at all. Because this is already completely scuffed as it is. Defender, B4 right. Okay, Defender, B4 right. Alright, don't worry. We got a guy with an instrument. We're gonna be fine. Cutter, C5 up. Cutter, C5 up. Chat! You just beat stage 01!
A victory's a victory after
You
all.
did it! You called out the right coordinates and you sunk the battleship. I'm pretty sure that's what's happening here, right? I mean, it makes sense. What else could we possibly be doing? Alright, so now our reward. First, we're going to go to Operation 2. The first thing we are going to do is we're going to give 2 levels to each of the characters. No, go to 3. Go to 3. Okay, he wants to go to 4. Fair enough.
I've already seen this.
Next.
I have some old recordings of the annual Empress celebrations. Would you like to watch them together?
Alright, you're being a real problem for me today. Boop. Level 3 isn't reachable via the skill. Really? Just... I am specifically blocked for being able to take him to level 3. That's honestly hilarious. That's okay. You're just gonna go to level 4.
Job well done.
Cliffheart, you get to go to level 4. Yeah, I'm a real big spender today. Look at all that I'm spending in order to bring all these people up in level. But I figure, you know, it's important to level up. You can level ops through the squad menu. Where... I mean, yeah, this is the squad menu. Is there any more efficient way of doing this with the UI that I'm not noticing?
Effort is the root of progress.
Or is this about as efficient as it gets, given the weirdness of what I'm doing? Wish you leveled up the skills instead. You know what? That is a very good point. If you all can beat the next stage, then I will level up their skills as well. I've got plenty of resources to make this happen. Probably. Yeah, that 140 skill summaries looks like it would probably help. We are just about ready to head into the next stage.
Ooh, yummy.
Okay, everybody is now level 4. We are just about ready to begin stage number 2. Before we do, it's time to continue the story. The city, Chernobog. The weather, grim and overcast. You and your fellow dozens of doctors awkwardly follow the young woman, Amiya, and her companions through the hospital where you all awoke. They carefully and thoroughly explain exactly what the situation is and who you are, you think. But you're not entirely sure because all the doctors keep arguing over who gets to control the iPad. Your chatter has attracted unwanted attention, and the group comes under attack. Alright, so that is the lore. We are ready to begin. Okay, and I'm going to pause it until I see the first command. And whoever gives the first command may C3. Okay, may C3. May C3 right. We're going to have to adjust this a little bit. Nope, don't move that. We specifically want to move the level overlay. There we go. Just like that. Okay. There. Now the overlay is fitting again. Or at least it fits about as well as we can hope for. So the first one I saw was... Now that the map is actually fixed, I will take the next command and unpause it. Vanguard B2 right. Alright. That is the first command. Vanguard B2 right. May C3 right. Okay. May C3 right. Courier... Alright. What other commands? Who else are we going to have to put down in order to fight these dangerous slugs? Chat, you're doing so well. This level is so hard.
How's that?
Hayes, B6 left. Okay, Hayes. Which one of you is Hayes? You are Hayes. Hayes, B6 left. Cliffheart, B1 right. Cliffheart, B1 right.
Leave it to me.
Defender, C3 right.
I join in the performance at the right section.
Chat, I think we're doing it. Well, but you better be careful. We can only deploy up to 3 more units before we're going to have to start withdrawing some of these. I don't know if we can do it. They still got 6 people left. Chat, look out! It's a slug! Oh, ooh. Oh, boy. That one nearly got through. Sus, D1 down. Sus, D1 down. Okay. Susuro, D1 facing down. Cutter, B6 left. Okay, B... 4, 5, 6. Cutter can't go in B6. Hayes, skill, ASAP. Got it. Alright, we were able to activate Hayes' skill at the last. Whew, we were able to pull it off. Congratulations, chat. You've just beat level 02. Well done. Well done indeed. Alright, it is time for leveling up skills and levels. Everyone's getting 2 levels.
I've already seen this.
And 1 point
I
in
have
their
some old
skills.
recordings of the annual Empress celebrations. Would you like to watch them together with me?
Maybe later, dude. We're a little busy right now. We are fighting for our lives. There's a lot of doctors here, and things are very confusing. I think just because resources are scarce, I'm probably not going to level up their skills past this. Unless chat ends up agreeing that one specific character's skill really, really needs to get leveled up. There's only so many materials I'm sitting on. But as far as levels go, I mean, yeah. I definitely have the resources for levels. Cool. Next one, Wind Flit. Not Wind Fit, Wind Flit. Who appears to have come into this battle with an apron.
Regular review lets me realize a lot of issues I overlooked.
Alright, good. That increase in their skill is really gonna make all the difference as we keep going. I know this is very easy right now, but I do think that as we get going, it's... Oh, I didn't get your skill. I do think that as we get going, it will start to get a little bit harder. I don't know if that's an accurate statement. Have a good night, Sunny Sunday. Also, who knows? Maybe if the stream is successful, we can attract some haters and, you know, get some folks in here to really try and sabotage us. That would really spice things up. Oh, I didn't do your skill either. There we go. Okay. Alright, I think we are ready for stage 3. Alright, chat, we are about to head into stage 3, but of course, it is important that we first all get on the same page about exactly what the story is. Oropathy. A terminal disease categorized by the crystallization of tissues, starting in the blood and spreading over months throughout the body. There is no cure. There are only basic treatments for the symptoms. Those who are infected live the rest of their short lives on the fringes of society, neglected and feared. It is only natural that some would turn their pain, wrong use of their, into aggression. Reunion, a group made up of the lost, forgotten, and unwanted infected, has turned the city into a war zone. They riot with alarming purpose, hinting at organization and unseen schemes. You come under attack once more, in the streets of Chernobog, which have become chaos. Alright, so we're all on the same page there. Arknights is 30% beating up cancer patients. It is way more than 30% beating up cancer patients. I've been keeping track. Alright. We are going in. Please tell me the overlay is still... Yes, it's still pretty good. Alright, as soon as the first command comes in, we will start. Sus A8 top. Okay. Sus A8 top. Yep, sus A8 top was our first command. Alright, what's our next one? Our next one after that is B4 sniper left. Okay. B4 sniper left. And the next one is courier C5. Okay, courier C5. You didn't say a direction, so, you know, I'm just gonna let the mouse randomly decide that way.
Forwards.
Alright, Cliffheart B5 left. Cliffheart B5 left. Cliffheart B5 left. Okay. Come on, chat. You got this. You guys got this. I believe in you. We can do it. Also, be sure to tell me if you want me to activate Sus's abilities or anything. Windflit C3 left. Windflit C3 left. Activate sus skill. Got it. Sus skill. Alright. Whew. That was a close one, chat, but we were able to activate the medic's abilities just in time. It seems to be going well. What the... What is Windflit's weapon? Alright, we did it! You did it, chat! We had a couple leaks, but, you know, it's a hard level. It's understandable. You know, I think we did good with what we had to work with. Yeah, I think you're right, I think it is a wrench. Apparently Sus is a wallflower, I guess. Alright. We're doing okay, so I'm not going to level them up right now. Instead, I think it's time to just go into the lore before we proceed to Chapter 4. Amiya and her companions are hurriedly discussing matters. They all agree that they must escape the city quickly, before the violence or the approaching catastrophic storm destroys them all. They are so busy reiterating this point that they utterly fail to actually leave the city. Well, that's Arknights for you. It's unfortunate, but that's the way it goes. Okay. Soon as I get the first commands, 04 will begin.
It's driving me wild.
Overlay active, and the overlay needs to be adjusted a bit. Whoops. Okay, come on, overlay. And there. Okay, sus A8 top. Got it. Sus on A8 on the top.
Have their own problems too.
Okay, that is sus A8 top. Next one I see is Vanguard B5 left. B1, 2, 3, 4, 5 left. The next one I see is Courier D1 left. But that's Courier, so I ignore that one. Cutter B5 left. Cutter B5 left is the next one I see. Which I can't do because there's someone there already in B5. May A5 down. Okay, May A 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 down. Activate sus skill now. Got it. Cutter D2 left. Cutter D1 A B C D2 left. Hayes A3 left. Hayes 1, 2, 3. Hayes A3 left. I agree. Hayes is Sus is hard carrying right now. You're absolutely right, Rayfon. Cliffheart D8 left. You're Cliffheart D8 left. A B C D D8 left. Okay. Okay. You're doing pretty good, chat. Although it does look like we have a slight problem. Aha! Genius play, chat. Absolutely genius. You knew that flyer was gonna leak and you made sure that you caught it. Good job. Look, I don't want to sound too cocky, but, chat, I think you're gonna beat this right now. I think you're actually gonna win. I don't know, maybe it has something to do with the fact that it's no longer possible for us to lose. Cutter skill, got it. Alright, we activated cutter skills. Activate all the skills, got it. Alright, we were able to activate all the skills before the end. Congratulations, chat! You have just beaten 0-4. Good job! Congratulations! You are the best pack of doctors anyone could ever hope for. Now it is time for 0-5. But of course, that means we have to check in with the story. Amiya and her companions are hurriedly discussing matters. They all agree that they must escape the city quickly, before the violence or the approaching catastrophic storm destroys them all. They are so busy reiterating this point that they utterly fail to actually leave the city. Yeah, that sounds about right. Okay, 0-5. We are activating the overlay. And as soon as I see the first valid command, we will begin. Imgum, I know yours was already put there, so we are going to disregard that one. Baseline A8 left. Okay, baseline. Which one's baseline? That is not a valid placement for baseline. Courier A1 left. Okay, Courier A1 left.
Forwards.
Defender B8 left. Okay. Defender B8 left. Got it.
I'll warm up my fingers first.
Sus D3 left. Okay, next one is Sus D3 left. Sus is on A, B, C, D. Yes. Sus D left. Next valid order is May C3 left. May C3 left. Okay? Next one is Caster C6 left. Got it? We'll just wait for the caster. Caster C 3, 4, 5, 6 left. Next one, Cliffheart B4 down. Cliffheart B4 down. Got it. Cliffheart B4 down. Oh, we lost our Vanguard. Chat, this is the first time we've lost a unit. Cutter B7 left. Cutter B7 left. Oof, I don't know, chat. This is starting to look a little iffy. Oh, we lost another one. We lost Cliffheart. Can we stop Man with Crowbar? Yes! That's it! You did it, Doctors! You did it! You beat Chapter 05! You did it! Congratulations, Doctors! Chat, you are the best Doctors on all of YouTube. That might actually be closer to truth than I really want to think about, to be honest. But honestly, you've done so well that I think you deserve a reward. So we're going to drop another couple levels on everybody. That's right. Your team's going up to level 8 because oof, they were starting to have a little trouble there for a second. They really might need the help.
Whoa, that's an incredible job well done.
Why, thank you, Courier. I always appreciate it when you say good things about the Doctors. There's a lot of us here, and I think that they're doing great. I'm honestly very proud of them right now. Aside from the part where I had the stream going for 10 minutes with my mic turned off, this is actually going even better than I had hoped. And admittedly, that is a rather sizable scuff mark.
Review lets me realize a lot of issues I overlooked before.
Hello, Cutter. You're giving me the side eye, huh? You interest me. What can I learn about you? Volpo, 3-year combat experience. Her physical exam actually shows her with relatively lesser physical capability than I would have expected for a melee combatant. That's actually kind of interesting. Can we do challenge mode for double the reward? Okay, alright. I hadn't even thought about that. If we get through all 11 chapters of Chapter 1, we will go back and we will do them again in challenge mode. So chat, you are now practicing for challenge mode. I think that sounds absolutely amazing.
Ooh, yummy.
Okay, but of course, before we go into Chapter 6, it's important for there to be more lore, just so we're all on the same page with the story. Amiya and her companions are hurriedly discussing matters. They all agree that they must escape the city quickly before the violence or the approaching catastrophic storm destroys them all. They are so busy reiterating this point that they utterly fail to actually leave the city. You are starting to sense a pattern here. Yeah, I could do this I absolutely could do this in practice mode to save sanity. But we need stakes, chat. We need actual stakes. Like, We all have to put our sanity on the line and work together as a hive mind. With great risk comes great reward. And I believe in us. Besides, I've got plenty of sanity to spare. If it became necessary, then we could do the practice. Alright, we are going into Stage 6. First valid command I see. We'll start the level overlay is active.
Say goodbye to the reckless Cliffheart. I'm taking things seriously from here on out.
Vanguard, B4 left. Okay, Vanguard, B4, Vanguard, B4 left.
Forwards.
Okay, Courier. Uh-oh. Everyone gave commands for only one person. Cliffheart D7, Cliffheart D7 left. Cliffheart D7 left. Specialist. Do you mean Lift? I always forget which one is which. Is this guy the specialist? Or is he the support?
Never misses. I got this.
Well, until I see that clarified, Cutter E4, Cutter E1, 2, 3, 4, Cutter E4 left. Alright, that's what I thought, that the specialist was Cliffheart. Medic C6 left, okay. Medic C6 left. May, C3 left, okay? Which would be there. Yeah, we somehow accidentally got Sus in a position where she can help. Defender, E5 left. Got it. Defender, E1, 2, 3, 4, 5 left.
Join in the performance at the right section.
I never thought I'd see the day. The medic is actually healing.
Speeding up.
Haze, C4 up. Haze, C4 up. C1, 2, 3, 4 up.
Out and about.
What do you think, chat? Is this all a little sus? Activate May skill. Got it. Activate May skill. May's skill is on auto. I think you're gonna do it, chat. I think you're gonna do it.
How's that?
Activate Cutter.
All I shall find
Mission accomplished. 誠意をなくした者は私の標的にはならない。
You did it, chat! Congratulations! Well done, doctors. You have cleared Operation 06. Doing really good. There's only 5 more to go. But, of course, before we begin, we have to jump to the next part of the story. Despite themselves, Amiya and her companions finally start making their way toward the outskirts of the city. Reunion are everywhere. The streets are filled with dead and injured. Smoke fills the airs. There are screams from every direction and other sounds you try to ignore. Chernobog has become a place of indiscriminate death and terror. You and the dozens of other doctors with you do your best to not be noticed. but it is difficult when you continue to fight over who gets to control the iPad. You are spotted, and enemies rush blindly forward at a decent walking pace. Alright, so I think we're all on the same page as far as the story goes. Going into Operation 07, it will unpause and begin when the first valid command is listed and overlay is active. Cutter C5. Okay, Cutter C5 is the first command I saw. Alright, Cutter A, B, C, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm going to assume you mean left. Second command, baseline C5. Your baseline. Baseline C5, okay? And I assume you mean to have baseline facing right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Baseline C5 right.
I'll join in the performance at the right.
Courier C2. Okay, Courier C2. I assume you want them facing right. Next up, Sus B3 up. Okay. Sus B3 up. Gonna need to wait a sec on those. Alright, Sus B3 up. Next one. Cutter's not on C5. Oh, yeah, you're right. Whoops. Caster B5 down. Caster B3, 4, 5 down.
Like a shadow.
Cliffheart A3 down. Cliffheart A3 down.
Leave it to me.
Sorry about that. I put in an incorrect command. May B4 right. May B4 right. Despite your intentions, chat, you have managed to get Sus to heal some people again.
Speeding up.
Activate the Sus. Haze skill. Got it.
You think you've got all the trimmings, don't you? Of course we won with me around.
Congratulations. Chat. Once again, you prove that you guys are the best doctors around. You have cleared stage 07. Excellent, excellent work. We are ready to move on to Operation 08. Before we do, though, of course, we need to check in again with the story. After the battle, you suggest to everyone that you might have greater tactical success if people try actually moving on the battlefield. They all look at you like you are a crazy person. Amiya puts a hand to your head and asks, "Are you feeling all right?" You wonder if, maybe, perhaps, you have become delusional from the stress. There is little time to consider the possibility. You are being attacked again. Well, that doesn't sound good. Alright, starting stage 8. This one, turn off the auto deploy. Here we go. Alright, first valid placement, and it will begin, and this time I will try
Some people just can't live
not
and
to mess it up. It's all in your hands now, chat. Prove that you are the greatest doctors Rhodes Island has ever seen. Baseline C7 left. Got it. Our first deployment will be baseline
I'll show them just what I can
C7 left. Okay. Baseline C7 left. Next one will be sus A7 and up. Okay. Do 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 do. Okay, sus A7 up. Cutter C6 right. Cutter C6 right. Okay. Cutter C6 right. Next order, remove sus. Next order, Haze D7 left. Okay? Haze D7 left. Next, Sniper C6 left. Okay? Sniper C6 left. I assume you meant C5. Alright. Things are going good. But there's still a lot of enemies to get through. There's a lot of enemies still coming, and we don't even have sus to fix the wall. Courier B6 left. Courier B6 left. Cutter skill. And cutter skill again. Activate cutter skill whenever possible. Okay. Chat commands and I obey. Cliff, D6 left. Cliff, D6 left. Sus, E1 down. Okay? Sus, E1 down. Alright, we finally got some love for those southern walls.
How is my equipment this time?
Excellent work. Congratulations, chat. You prove once again why you are absolutely the most qualified doctors to handle these situations. You have done a fantastic job. I am so proud of what you have all accomplished. It's really... Honestly, this is going better than I had actually expected. You're doing great. Alright. Well, let's advance the story once again. There is a period of calm after the last battle, as Amiya, her companions, the dozens of other doctors, and yourself all take refuge in an abandoned storefront. The doctors begin to argue over what the correct term for people from Chernobog is. Some claim they must be called Chernobogians. Others insist that they must be Chernobogans. One lunatic shouts that they are simply Chernos. The argument becomes heated and quickly turns into a fistfight. Amiya facepalms and shakes her head as another pack of enemies approach. Alright. They're probably Chernosusians. I mean, they might be Chernosusians. I suppose that's possible. Okay. And As soon as I see the first valid command, the stage will begin.
Now,
The overlay is active.
this sweet, sweet smell of freedom.
Apparently, it all smells like freedom. Baseline C7 left. That is our first command. Baseline C7
I'll
left.
show them just what I can do.
Okay, baseline C7 left. Next one, cutter C57 right. I assume you mean just C5. Cutter C5 right. Cutter can't go on C5 right. Sus A2 up. Sus A2 up. Courier B5 is the next command. Courier B5. I assume you mean left.
Forwards.
Next, Hayes C5 right. Alright, we're gonna have to wait. Hayes C5 right.
Out and about.
Okay, Hayes C5 right. Sniper C5 left, not viable. Cutter is already deployed. Oh no, Cutter is not. Cutter goes C6 right. Cutter C6 right. Cutter C6 left. Cutter already deployed. May D6 left. May
That's what happens when you mess up while performing.
D6. I assume you mean D7, right? Because this one here would be D6. Retreat sus. Cutter
My
skill.
way. All
Okay. Supporter B6 left. Supporter B 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 left.
Do this.
Oh, chat. That did not go super great. Oh, doctors. I don't know.
How did this happen?
What do you think? Do we try again? Or do we give up, abandon it, and just accept that we're all going to die in Chernobog? I mean, if you're all okay just laying down and dying in Chernobog, I mean, I can always just, in stream and go have a sandwich or something. I am leaving it completely up to you. Doctors never give up. Okay, we shall unleash 3% of Sus's power. No, we keep rolling. Alright, then we're going back in. Level overlay is active. First valid command will begin the stage.
Smell of freedom.
Baseline C7 left. Oh, nope, there was one before that. Cutter C6 right. Okay. So we are starting with Cutter C6 right. Next one is baseline C7 left. Okay, baseline C7 left. Come on, baseline. Baseline C7 left. Next, Hayes C5 right. That's gonna take a minute to get to. And remember, if you want skills to be used, you'll have to tell me when to use them. Hayes, C5 right. Next one is Sus E6 up. Okay? Sus C6 up. Cutter skill. Sus E6 up. Okay, Sus E6 up. The next one's Sus E6 top. Support D5 up. Okay. Support. This guy is the support. Support D5 up. Okay, that's D5 up.
I can do this.
May E6 up. Okay, May E6 up is the next command. Cutter skill. Okay, cutter skill. May A6 down. May is already deployed. Cutter skill, cutter skill. Alright. So we have a couple cutter skills banked. Use summon on support. Okay. Like that. Haze skill.
Here we go.
Cliffheart B6 down. Cliffheart B6 down.
I'm raring to go.
What is it you guys fight for?
Courier B6 left. Okay, B6 is already taken.
Still coming closer.
Yeah, you just keep on hitting that guy with a wrench there. You're doing a bang up job there. Remove support.
When do we get going?
Summon
Amateurs are doomed to fall
D6
to death.
left. Okay, D6 left. That D6 left is probably what
Your
happened.
ingenuity put to shame any contestant.
Hello, Jaden. We are seeing if chat can play Arknights. And so far the answer is very much surprisingly that they can. And do so with actually a decent level of competency. It's honestly quite impressive. Okay. So I don't actually have another story bit to read for this. We're just going to go right in. We're going to 010. Right with the same squad. First valid command. We'll unpause the level
Ew.
and start the event.
Driving me wild.
Actually,
The
first
sweet smell of freedom.
First, I need to... Oh, boy. Okay, apparently not L levels are created equal here. We're just going to move this over here. I think it still needs to be a little bit smaller. I think that about covers all the areas where we're actually going to be working. Okay, alright. This is its position. It's a little bit scuffed, but the majority of it works. Alright, Courier D7 left. That's our start. Courier D7 left. Next command is May C7 left. May C7 left. Next command, Courier C4. Courier's already placed. Baseline D8 left. Baseline D8 left is our next command. Alright, baseline D8 left. Next one, Cutter C4 down. Cutter C4 down. Okay. Just waiting on Cutter. Cutter C4 down. Next is Sus B7 down. Sus B7 down. Alright, next. Cliffheart C8 left. Cliffheart C8 left.
Leave it to me.
Sus A1 top. Sus already deployed. Hayes B6 down. Okay. Hayes B6 down.
Attack!
B6 down.
Like a shadow.
Cutter skill.
このテーザー銃の威力見せてやるのだ。
Well, I mean, it seems to be working, more or less. Honestly, I'm very impressed. This stage is going genuinely pretty good.
このテーザー銃の威力見せてやるのだ。
Any other commands, chat? Hayes skill.
Meow. Don't get carried away.
フリーズなのだ。
Support D0 up. Okay, I didn't get out support D0 up.
Of course we won with me around.
Cowabunga, this is such an interesting concept. I'm glad you like it. This was a really stupid idea that I had while I was streaming Thursday, and I decided, screw it, I'm going to make an overlay, and we're going to see what happens. Congratulations, chat. Once again, you guys have proven you are absolutely the best hive mind of doctors on YouTube. You have absolutely made this work. And we have actually reached the last stage of Chapter 0. But that means it is time to check in once again with the lore. I think you're right, Kira. We might actually have to keep going to Chapter 1. This is actually working, and I kind of can't believe that it is. But, of course, first, we need to check in with the story. So, with the group rested, you continue toward the edge of the city. It feels like you have been in Chernobog for hours now, despite Emiya's insistence on haste. The edge of the town comes into view, but there is a giant group of reunion militants there, seemingly waiting for you. No more tricks, no more clever schemes, no more arguing with the dozens of other doctors. You will have to fight your way through. Alright. Chat, you know what to do. If you can beat this stage, we will increase the level of all of our operators to 10, and we will move on to Chapter 1. Let's see what we can accomplish. The overlay is active. Let me make sure it is lined up. Okay, this... 3, 4, 5, 6. Alright, so we're just going to have to adjust this a bit. There is now a bottom row. We're just going to have to assume that that bottom row is F, okay? So there's now an F here. There's now an F. Just, you know, down here. Alright, the first order has been given. It is Courier E8 left. We can't put Courier there, but we can do Courier E7 up. Alright, that is our first valid command. Courier E7 up.
Forwards.
Baseline E7 up. E7 is already taken. May F6 up. Okay, May F1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 up. Sus A1 up. Gotcha. Sus A1 up. Sus, A1 up. Baseline F7 up. Baseline F7 up. Alright, that's the next command we're waiting on. Baseline F7 up. Baseline F7 facing up. Retreat sus is the next command. Okay? Come on, guys. I know you can do this. You're the best doctors. You have trained for this for literally the last hour. I have faith in you. You would never let me down. E6, haze up. Okay, E6, haze up. Cliff, B7 down. Cliff, B7 down. Cutter, E1 down is the next command. No, Cutter, C7 down. Cutter, C7... no, that's 6. Cutter C7 down. Cutter E1 down. Cutter's already deployed. Cliffheart is already deployed. Sus F8 left. Sus F8 left. Oh, no, support F8 left. Support F8 left.
No need to worry.
Chat, I don't mean to alarm you, but sus is off cooldown. Sus E5 right. Okay, sus E5 right. Device D6 down. Device D6 down. And then another summon at E5 right once that's off cooldown. But E5 is already taken. It's working! It's working, sort of, mostly. Haze skill. Haze skill plus support skill. I don't know. No one else seems to be off skill. Unless you meant sus skill? Nothing wrong with sus skill.
Let's grab a nice dinner after we clean up the battlefield. My treat.
Chat. My dear, dear doctors. You have just cleared all the levels of Chapter 0 of Arknights using only your own commands. Congratulations. You are an amazing group of doctors, and I am so proud of you. You did amazing. You did so good. You know what? I think we do need to go on to Chapter 1. And as we go on to Chapter 1, it is time to increase you all to level 10.
I've already seen this. Hold on. I have some old recordings of the annual Empress celebrations. Would you like to watch them together with me?
Okay, baseline, look, I appreciate you, I really do, but your line is so long. Cliffheart, I really think you should wear more than that to battle, honestly. Chat, I think you guys deserve an award. What if we found one of our fighters here and saw if we could get them a different outfit? I don't know. Would that be something that you would be interested in doing? I don't know who has outfits available right now, but what do you think? Do you guys want to get a new outfit on someone just as a nice reward for all your hard work? As long as I can get it with my certificates or just, I don't know. I'm not going to spend any money, but if it's within my ability to get it, then yeah, we can definitely put some of them in an outfit. Good old sus. Every once in a while, they're actually helpful. Not many available right now? Eh, that's okay. There will be other opportunities. But you know, chat, I think we do need to add to the squad. We did an amazing job with 8 people, but we're not in Chapter 0 anymore. We are in Chapter 1. Alright, this is where stuff gets real. So I think we need to add someone else to the squad. What class of character do you want to add? We will add 2 new members to the squad. I think we need a medic, pinecone, we need AoE, more sniper, pinecone, sniper, or another sniper's good. A lot of people want pinecone. I have no idea who Pinecone is. I don't even know where Pinecone is. The only rule is it has to be a level 1, and then we'll bring him up to 10. A lot of people seem to want Pinecone. Is that the attacks all enemies within range? Why haven't I been using you? Okay, Pinecone. Alright, Pinecone is joining the squad. And Pinecone is also going up to level 10. And Pinecone is also getting an upgraded skill to level 2. Alright, and now let's add one more to the squad. What class of character, what job do you want to add? We have now added a Pinecone. Sorry for your fingers. My fingers are fine. They're supposed to make like that real creaky popping noise, right? Like this. That's what fingers are supposed to sound like, right? Can you show us what you have? So as far as Vanguards, we've got Vanilla, Granny, and Plume. We do have Doberman, Jackie, Midnight, Estelle, Melantha, and Papacar for whatever that one is. We've got Gummy, Beagle, Matterhorn, and Quara for our defenders. As far as snipers go, we've got Totaphons, Meteor, Adnoctial, Acid Drop, Totter, and Catapult. We have Steward, Gitano, Indigo, and Click for casters. We've got Honeyberry, Gavial, Ansel, Chestnut, Pure Stream, and Hibiscus for medics. I think these are specialists, right? We just have Podenko. And in our supports, we have Waifu, Gravel, and Shaw. What do people think would be good? Mayor's not level 1. Mayor's great. We're specifically going in with low-level characters for this. Honestly, if we just used my main teams, then literally if one person threw out, like, a kind of correct placement, we would probably beat levels. Yeah, Shaw is E1. Okay, Shaw is out, unfortunately. Shaw is E1. Waifu? A lot of people are suggesting Waifu. Does everyone want to, join a furry waifu to the squad? Is that the consensus? I do enjoy my tea. Okay. Waifu. Chat, I am very pleased to announce that the latest one to join our squad is, in fact, a waifu. I have no idea what you just said. But you're a furry waifu, and that's good enough for me. And apparently that's good enough for chat, too. Alright, chat, it is time for 1-1. Oh, right, waifu skill 2. Alright. I will do that next time we finish this. Alright. I always move the wrong window. Alright. Just adjusting the overlay a little bit. There we go. Okay, I think it's back to where it needs to be. Alright, we have our first command in chat. Baseline C5 left. Baseline C5 left. Baseline 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 left. Baseline C5 left. Made it just in time. Courier C4 up. Courier C4 up. It seems to be working. Pinecone D4 up. Okay, our next command is Pinecone D4 up. Gonna take another few seconds. Alright, Pinecone D4 up. Next command is Haze D3 up. Alright, there goes Haze with D3 up. Next command is Cliffheart D4. D4 is taken. Sus A5 down. Okay, Sus A5 down is our next command. Sus A5 down. Sus E4 up. Sus is already deployed. Pinecone skill. May B5 left. May B5 left. Cliffheart B6 left. Cliffheart B6 left. Replace Courier with Waifu. Okay, which way should Waifu be facing? Just need the direction and I'll make the replacement. Up. Okay, Waifu facing up. Pinecone skill when more than 2 enemies in range. Got it. Oh, we're about to have another slug. And you're in range. Hello, Kawalaj. Welcome. Cutter C3 left. Cutter C3 left. Replace Waifu with Cutter. I'm afraid I can no longer do that. Haze skill. Yes, Ka-a-wallage. Welcome to Chat Plays Arknights, where we have already cleared all of Chapter 0. And, Yeah, quite frankly, things are actually going really, really good. Congratulations, chat. I mean, I didn't honestly prepare more than the story bits I already showed, so I guess it's just levels. But this is where the real challenge lies, chat, because this level has a fixed squad. You will have to beat this level using these units and nothing else. This one will be a true challenge, a true test of your abilities. I believe in all of you. I know that you are all very skilled and competent doctors with years of experience. Let me just adjust the overlay again. It honestly is kind of impressive how inconsistent the level layout can be between stages. That is not even close. I think we're going to have to go for the F layout again. Okay, just needs to be a little smaller. Okay, I think that's about as good as we're going to get the overlay for this one. Once again, there is an F. The bottom row is F. With the first valid command, the battle will begin. Doctors, show me what you can do. Fang, D5 left. Okay, Fang, D5 left. Okay, Fang is in D5 left. Fang, D6 left, can't do. Plume, A6 left. Plume, A6 left.
Understood.
There's our first deployments. Now the real question is, can we win? Can we even hope to win without a waifu? Medic B8. I have two medics. I don't know which one you want. Lava at B5 left. Ansel C8. Ansel C8 left. 1, 2, C. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Facing left.
Please hold on.
Beagle, D8 left. I'm afraid it is too late for Beagle D8 left. Once again, doctors, we weren't able to do it.
Sustained injuries. I need to get the wounded to the rear. Cover me.
What do you say, chat? Do we throw in the towel and then lay down on top of the towel and weep into the towel over our failures? Or do we go back into 1-2 and try it again? I will let you decide. Nah, we still got plenty of sanity left. I mean, do we? Does this seem like an activity that sane people would do? or that a sane person would organize. Seems like people want to keep going, though, so let's give it a try. Skip story, and wait for the first valid order, and then we begin. Jessica, C7 left. Okay, Jessica, C7 left. Fang, D6 left. Fang, D6 left. Okay. Fang, D6 left. Fang, D6 left. Plume, A6 left. Okay? Plume, A6 left.
Ready for Overwatch.
Either medic F6 up. You're gonna have to tell me which one. We've got Hibiscus or we've got Ansel. Which one do you want?
Freeze!
Ansel. Okay, you wanted Ansel. Ansel F6. Ansel F6 up. Ansel F6 up.
Please hold on.
Not one step backward.
Hi, Yoda. Welcome to the stream. How's my challenge mode progress? I've cleared... I think I've cleared all the way up through... all the way up through the first chapter in challenge mode. Beagle, D7 left. Beagle, D7 left. Hibiscus, B8 left. Hibiscus, B8. B8 left. Lava, B5 left. Lava, B5 left. Lava, B5 left.
Freeze!
Ansel skill, got it. Caster, E6 up. E6 up.
Got it.
Ansel skill, already done.
I'll show them what I can do.
Not bad. Looking a little iffy, though. Plume skill.
Got it. No move can escape my sight.
Beagle skill.
Step back. Watch this! Not one step backward.
We need lava for bottom and Jess for top. I mean, maybe. We already know for a fact we're going to clear the level.
Freeze!
In fact, chat, you might as well start celebrating. Because you pulled it off yet again! You have just cleared Operation 1-2. Congratulations, you managed to beat a stage with a fixed squad. I am so proud of you. And, in fact, I am so proud of you that I'm going to remember to level up Waifu's skill. Alright, now, chat, you've been doing so good, I think it is time for another reward. So, if you tell me which character you want, I will increase their skill level again and give them 3 bonus levels. So who is getting 3 bonus levels and another upgrade to their skill, if I can? Pinecone, Cutter. What are the other votes? Cutter. Pinecone. I see 2 Pinecones, 4 Cutters, 3 Pinecones, 4 Cutters. We're going to give it another 10 seconds, and then we'll go with whatever pops up the most. We are at 4 cutters and 3 pine cones. Alright, and that is time. Cutter. We are going with Cutter. Can I actually upgrade her skill again? I need 1 more Diketon. I can find another Diketon, surely. But she also gets 3 bonus levels. Surely there's one of these available, right? Maybe something I can get. I don't think I can craft those. I may need to go farm one real quick. Where can I farm one real quick? Let's take a look. S29 guaranteed. Okay. So we can clear S29, auto deploy. Alright, we are doing this. This is an auto stage. It is purely being done so that we can give the new skill to Cutter. Buy with green certs. Oh yeah, I could have done that. Couldn't I? Yeah, I think you're right, Cody. I think I can just get that with the green certificates, huh? Oh, stop talking. You're going to be fine. Nope. Alright. Do you all want to sit and wait while we go through that? Just in order to upgrade the skill, or do you want to upgrade someone else's skill instead? We could... I think most of the other characters in the squad, we could upgrade their skill. People were very excited about Pinecone, I know. We could upgrade her skill. I don't know. Anyone got a preference? Just someone else to get a skill upgrade? What do you say, fellow doctors? Pinecone came in second. Okay, that is true. Pinecone came in second. Alright. Alright, Pinecone's skill is going to be upgraded. Okay, I am going to take a quick, just like a 2-minute break, and then we will meet back here, alright? So I will see you all in like 120 seconds or less. Okay, we are back. Thank you for your patience there. I just had a important text I actually needed to respond to. Probably. I mean, for all you know, I just had to scream at the top of my lungs, and that's just my cover story. You never know with us doctors. After all, I am running at about half of my usual sanity. Alright. So, Operation 1-3. This battlefield is wider and enemies will attack from two paths. Please note that enemies coming from the southern path have higher defense. Think carefully about where to deploy your operators. Alright, as always, first we will make sure the overlay is sized properly. I think I actually need to make it even smaller for this one. Okay, this one's gonna be kind of scuffed. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 positions across the top. So, you know, I never knew until I did this project is how many of the levels in Arknights actually don't have, like, a consistent scaling to them. Hold on. Let me try to reapply this. This one's gonna be a little annoying. You know, it would honestly probably just be easier to not use this overlay and just put, like, letters and numbers on the screen. Those would be so much easier to get. And I can't believe that did not actually occur to me until this exact moment. Okay, alright. That's about as good as we can get. Just know that there is a column 9. So there is a 9. I think we are about as good as we are going to get. So we're ready to start. First valid command, and it will unpause. Good luck, chat. Good luck, fellow doctors. Courier, A3 right is our opening. Courier, A3 right.
Forwards.
Da 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 da. Cutter, E4 right. Cutter, E4 right. May, B4 right. May, B4 right. Waifu, B7 right. Waifu, B7 right. May, B4. Alright, we got our furry waifu putting in work. Just remember, all placements, all skill activations, and all retreats must be delivered by commands. I will take no initiative unless I think it is necessary to clarify something that you have said. Sus, D2 right. Sus, D2 right. It seems to be working. Baseline, A4. Baseline, A4. I assume you mean facing right. Not that it matters, really.
I join in the performance.
Retreat waifu. Okay, waifu retreat. Baseline A1 right, baseline already out.
How's that?
We were able to save our furry waifu, because we are good people. We are doctors. Hayes, D3 right. Hayes, D3 right.
Out and about.
Alright, we had one leak, but otherwise, Pinecone C4 down. Pinecone C4, didn't have time for it. I'm sure that was the last key the strategy needed. Not bad! Congratulations, chat! You just beat Operation 1-3. Congratulations! You are doing amazing today. And with that, we are going to move on to 1-4. The battlefield is even wider this time. You will need at least 3 melee operators to block all the enemies. And the battlefield looks something like this. Alright? So, let's dive right in. Level overlay. First, I will make sure it's lined up properly. Honestly, that looks pretty good. We just need to shrink it a little bit. Okay, that's about as accurate as we can get. Again, remember there is a 9th column. As soon as we get our first valid command, the battle will begin. Courier, C5 right. It has begun. Courier, C5 right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. A, B, C. Courier, C5 right. Have to go now. Bye. Bye, I'm up. It was a pleasure having you here today. Cutter, A6 down. Cutter, A6. Nope, that's not a cutter. Cutter cannot go on A6. May, E6 up. Okay, May, E6. 1, E6 up. Cutter B6 down. Cutter B6 down. Hayes, A6 down. Hayes, A6 down. Sus, A5 down. I think I'm seeing a slight issue with our current strategy. Baseline, D5 right. There we go. I also see waifu D1. Okay? Waifu D1. Good work, waifu. As always, we are very proud of your accomplishments. Retreat waifu. Okay, waifu had her fun. She's coming back now. You know, this is probably the first stream I've ever done that I'm actually going to bother cutting into cutting into a video, because this is just great. Pinecone E7 up. Pinecone E7 up. Pinecone A7 down. Cannot be done. Specialist E5 up. Okay. Specialist E5... E5 up. Cutter skill. Okay. Cutter skill when enemy in range. Got it. Don't worry, there's always next stage. As long as you give me a persistent command, I will follow it. If you tell me, like, waifu E7 retreat when enemy is dead, I will follow it to the best of my ability. Congratulations, chat. You've cleared another fantastic level. And now we are moving on. I think... What do you think, chat? Do you think you guys have earned more levels for your characters? Do you think you've been good and Santa is bringing you all, you know, experience points? I remember when I was a kid and Santa would bring me experience points. I would open my gifts under the tree and, you know, my intellect and my speed and my strength would all increase. You know, I could feel my hit points go up. Do we need them? I think we're fine. Alright. In that case, we are moving on to A5. Or to 1-5. Which, well, I think this is going to be an interesting challenge.
A music score or a battle plan? You have to give me one of those at least.
Okay, give me a second. That is almost a perfect size for the grid. Okay, I think... Hello, Mirwind! Welcome to stream. We're doing some weird stuff today. Alright, I think this is as good as we're going to get it. Just keep in mind that is the F row down at the bottom, and that is column number 9 over there on the right. As always, when I receive the first valid command, we are going to begin the battle. So I think, chat, maybe multiple of you might want to line up a few commands, because we've got 4 lanes to cover. Vanguard C4, what direction? Courier C4, but what direction? Courier C4 right, it begins. Okay. C4 right. Baseline, D4 right is the next command I am offered. D4 is already taken, though. You can absolutely troll if you want. Commands are first come, first serve. Sus, A4 down. Okay, Sus cannot go on... Okay, Sus A4 down. Sus A5 down. Nope, that doesn't work. Alright, I think I'm seeing a small problem in our current strategy, but maybe I just don't understand what chat's trying to accomplish. I'm sure if I am patient, I will be able to understand your genius. Cutter, C4 right. Okay, cutter C4 right. Baseline D4.
I'll join in the performance at the right
Okay. Waifu on leaking enemy. There are no longer any leaking enemies. We took care of that problem. Baseline command was valid. Oh, crap. You're right. You're right. Baseline was commanded at D4. I thought it said C4 again. You are absolutely right. You are absolutely right. That is on me. Alright, let's try this again. We're going to stick with those same two original commands. This is a do-over. Alright? This is a do-over. So again, we're going to start with Vanguard C4 right and Baseline D4 right. And then we're going to pick up from there. So Courier C4 right, and then Baseline D4 right. So we're picking up from Baseline D4 right. That last one doesn't count because I messed up. Chat had the perfect strategy. The problem was me. Cutter B5 down. Okay, that's the next command. Cutter B5 down. Alright, Cutter B5 down. Sus A5 down. Okay, Sus A5 down.
That's what happens when you mess up while performing.
May F5 up. Okay, May F5 up is next command. Okay, there is May on F5 up. Sus A4 down. Sus is already up. Cliff E5 up. Okay, Cliff E5 up. Okay, Cliff E5 up.
Raring to go.
They'll pay for what they've done.
Support E5 up. E5 is already taken. Hayes, A6 down. Okay, Hayes, A6 down. Pinecone, E6 up. Pinecone, E6 up. Sniper, F6 up. Alright. E6 up is not valid. F6 up is. If anyone wants to give me a specific command on when to use Cutter's skill, I will hold to it. Waifu, E6 right. Waifu, E6 right. Waifu, E6 right, never mind. Kafer, is that a command to withdraw, waifu? I don't know. A quick never mind might be interpreted as an order to retreat. Waifu, retreat. Command Cutter still with stream lag. I mean, if you guys just tell me the conditions when to use the skill, I'll use them. You just have to give me the information. Support E4 right. Support E4 right. Use Pinecone skill when more than 2 enemies blocked. Okay. Gotcha. When more than 2 enemies blocked there, use the Pinecone skill. Got it. Retreat every unit, okay?
Am I the only tuber?
Amateurs are doomed to fall to their death.
You know, maybe I just don't understand chat's, maybe I just don't understand chat's strategy, you know? I have to believe in you guys. You are the doctors. You are the experts. I have to believe in you. Repeat all the commands from the start. Okay, so we're gonna wait on Courier. Oh, I'm sorry. We ran out of time.
Enemies you let go? That'll be a spanner in the works.
Hayes, look, I think you just need to accept the expertise of the professionals here, okay? This is chat. This is the greatest collection of the world's most excellent doctors who also, for some reason, are also simultaneously battle tactician experts. Alright? We let them go because that was the strategy, okay? Look, in war, you don't have to literally murder every single enemy combatant just because they happen to be there. In fact, I'm fairly certain there's a number of war crimes you commit if you do that. So, you know, just calm down, Hayes. It's okay. Congratulations, chat. You did absolutely wonderfully. I think, though, we are going to pump some more levels. We are actually starting to get to a point where the damage output is concerning. So we're not going to go crazy, but we are going to give 2 more levels for everybody. And, you know, maybe that'll make all the difference. Like, Cliffheart right here, look at them. With 2 more levels, they're going all the way from 907 HP to 919. That could be all the difference in the world.
What a novel experience.
It's not a war crime if you win. That is something I've heard said. It is definitely not factual. You're definitely less likely to go down for a war crime if you win, but at a certain degree of egregious behavior, your own side will absolutely throw you under the tank.
Effort is the root of progress. Regular review lets me realize a lot of issues I overlooked before.
Cutter, you had bonus levels before, so you get to go up to level 15. God, chat, can you believe that? A level 15 character on our squad. That's amazing. We are Doctors of War. We are all, collectively, the War Doctor. Which, awesomely, means that we are all played by, was it John? It was Hurt. Hurt was the one who played the War Doctor in Doctor Who. He was quite enjoyable. That was a good special. If everybody is dead, who will report you? Anyone who comes across the battlefield. Your soldiers who carried it out. Any number of other people. Alright. Stage 1-6. Roadblocks help us control enemy movements when they approach from multiple directions. Please deploy roadblocks to control the flow of battle. Alright, so this is the first stage where we are going to have roadblocks. So, chat, you're going to have to tell me where to deploy roadblocks as well, okay? That's on you. All I do is exercise your commands. You're the ones who are the strategists. As always, let's line this up again. Yeah, I'm definitely going to have to do the overlays differently if I do this again. Okay. Alright, the first valid command is roadblock C3. Okay, roadblock C3. The next valid command is roadblock B3. Alright, we have successfully roadblocked C3 and B3. Courier, C6 right. Courier, C6 right.
Forwards.
Courier, C5 right. Courier is already deployed. Baseline, C5 right. Baseline, C5 right. Cutter, C7 up. Cutter, C7 up is the next command. Cutter, C7 up. Roadblock C2. Okay, our next command, roadblock C2.
How's that?
Pinecone, C8 left. Pinecone, C8 left is our next command. Okay, there goes Pinecone, C8 left. Sus, D5 right. Sus, D5 right is our next command. Okay, Sus, D5 right. Haze, D6 right is our next command. Haze, D6 right. Use cutter skill when she blocks, okay? Use cutter skill when she blocks. I have now been given a clear command on when to use the cutter ability. Every time cutter's skill is available and she's blocking, I will activate it. We are not even halfway through this level yet, and we are doing so good. I am so proud of you, chat. God, I knew you guys were the best damn doctors in the world. Waifu C1. Okay, Waifu C1. Waifu C1, retreat when skill ends, retreat roadblock C2. Okay, Waifu C1 there, retreat when skill ends. Roadblock C1, well, we're waiting, we have a waifu here. Okay, there's skill. Activate. Okay, skill ended. So now we retreat when the skill ends, and then we retreat C2. Then we roadblock C1. Hello, Anoreth Baron. You can use cutter skill, but should use pinecone skill. Got it. Using pinecone skill. May B5 right. May B5 right.
Speeding up.
Alright, we are all caught up in commands then. So far, things are going well. Things are going really, really well. Use courier skill if use pinecone if courier blocks an enemy. Got it. Remove all roadblocks. Got it. Waifu E6 left. Waifu E6 left. Oh, sorry, that was E5. My mistake. Roadblock C3. Okay, roadblock C3. I'm sorry, I screwed up there and put waifu on E5 instead of E6. My mistake. But, we beat it. We beat 1-6. Chat, you did it again. You guys are the most amazing doctors ever. I'm so proud of you. Congratulations! We finally made it to the mines. Yes. I think 1-8 is going to be the final boss for today. We're gonna see if you guys can make it to and beat 1-7. Now, anyone who's played Arknights apparently knows 1-7. And we are not going to auto-deploy on it 5 times. But you know, because everyone has played 1-7, maybe we should just turn on challenge mode. What do you think? Everyone is so confident they can beat 1-7. Like it's the most simple level in the world. Well, let's see how well you do when deployment points recover at half the normal rate. Chat, it is 1-7 challenge mode. Half deployment rate. Okay, let's start the overlay. Let's adjust it a bit. Honestly, it is nearly already perfectly sized for this. Okay. Hello, the fake one. Welcome. Use practice plans. No. We're not skimping. If chat wants to succeed, they are going to have to risk the sanity to do it. We're not just going to throw away our practice plans. This is an investment. You have to risk the sanity. It is a pleasure to see you, Anarith and Fake Ones. I'm glad you could join us. Alright, the first valid commands have been given. We are starting with Courier C4 right. Alright, Courier C4 right. And baseline C1 right is the next command. Baseline C1 right. We are just waiting for baseline C1 right. I'll admit, I think our strategy might need a little work. What do you say? Do we dare to try again? Do we dare try again in challenge mode? Or do we turn off challenge mode and accept that it is simply beyond our capabilities? What say you, chat? What say you, my fellow doctors? Challenge mode? Or normal mode? Challenge! Alright. Challenge mode it is. We're going back. So, what on earth is going on? What's going on is that chat is beating Arknights because they are the true doctors and experts. Alright. So, I am not going to advise. Courier left on C2. Courier left on C2 is our first valid command. Courier left C2. Courier C1 right, no longer a valid command. Baseline C1 right, okay? Once baseline is available, we will activate baseline on C1 right. Okay, baseline C1 right. Next one is May B1 right. May B1 right. Cliffheart D2 up. Cliffheart D2 up is our next command. If you have specific times when you want characters to activate skills or be retreated, you will have to tell me those details specifically. Alright, Cliffheart D2 up. Next command is Pinecone D1 right. Oof. Nope. We could always also level up too. Alright, So chat, I'm going to give you guys a minute before I start this again. You know, talk amongst yourselves. Consider, you know, what kind of strategies you might want to apply. Honestly, I thought that was a very interesting... Any reason we're only using level 10 ops? I didn't want to just clear these with, like, you know, my super powerful operators and whatnot. So we started all the way back in stage 01 with a group of level 1 operators that chat chose. And we've just been slowly building them up as we progressed. Oh, a Mount 10. That's a good point. Chat, if you think it would help, we could also add more to the squad. We haven't added anyone else to the squad since we reached Chapter 1. Whatever you guys think you need to make this work, I'll put it in. Like, you guys know, you're in charge. I'm not going to advise strategy. Like, the most strenuous thing I'm here to do is make sure that the overlay actually fits on the levels, which admittedly is more strenuous than I had anticipated. Yeah, otherwise it would have literally been mountain activate skill win. Exactly. Like, pretty much every level would have been mountain skill win, plus or minus a sniper. Cody is suggesting that we need a second healer for 1-8. We can always add a healer before 1-8. Could Cutter be better than baseline because more damage and move Courier in C1? Chat, do you guys see a solution that you want to try? Are you ready to go back into the stage? Yeah, we probably still need sus third 5, I see. Yes, hope. Alright. Alright. We're gonna give it another shot in challenge mode. Here we go. Alright, so chat, what is... If one person wants to write out multiple commands in a single message, I will follow them all, because this looks like it's something really specific. So, Courier C1 right. Courier C1 right. First valid command. The battle has begun. Cutter C2 right. Okay, Cutter C2 right. And also, don't forget that whenever we need to, we can activate the stun generator. Okay, here comes Cutter C2 right. And then sus A1 down will be the next command. Also, don't forget to tell me exactly when I can use Cutter's skill. Okay, A1, Cicero A1 down. Cutter's skill whenever she blocks an enemy. Got it. Haze D1 right. Haze D1 right. That is the next command. Waiting for Haze.
Speeding up.
Sus skill. Haze D1 right. May B1 right. Okay, May's B1 right is the next command. Okay. Cutter goes down. Waifu C5, retreat when skill ends. Cutter 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Cutter C5 right, retreat when skill ends. Baseline C2 right. Nope. I don't think we're going to get through this one on challenge mode.
Did we fail? I don't think so. People like you usually factor failure into your plans, yeah?
Okay, I mean, the general idea seems to be that it might work if we have another healer. Okay. Alright, then let's go ahead and look at our medics. Pick one of the level 1s, and we will add them to the team, and we will level them up to match the rest. I really think we're on to a plan here. Like, we're actually coming up... You guys are actually developing a strategy that seems to be working. The main thing is, it's just... It's really that slow DP is proving to be a significant obstacle. Honeyberry or Gavial? Probably Gavial. Gavial. Are we allowed to take Lancet? If everyone says to take Lancet, we will take Lancet. Alright, Gavial is on the team. So now to bring them up to pace, we're going to take our whole squad up to level 15. We're going to give her a level 2 skill. I'm not just going to throw out so many levels that this becomes absolutely trivial. I think that sort of defeats the purpose of what we're doing here. But I am absolutely willing to, you know, just give a little bit more of an edge. Yeah, if you want to, guys, add Lancet, like the curviest one, the curviest operator in all of Arknights to the squad, we will absolutely take that. I have no objections to adding those curves onto the squad. I mean, we already have a furry waifu, so it's pretty clear what kind of squad we have here, chat. Or, you guys could also vote to just throw in Mountain, and just watch Mountain annihilate the entire level without even breaking a sweat.
What a novel experience.
And at that point, your only real job as chat would be making sure that there's a steady stream of commands to prevent me from responding to anyone who tells me to retreat Mountain.
Whoa, that's an incredible job well done.
Just be aware that option does exist in case people start to get upset.
Already seen
Okay,
this.
everyone is now at level 15.
I have some old recordings of the annual Empress celebrations. Would you like to watch them?
There's no fun in placing Mountain. I think the amount of fun it would be is entirely... Oh, I didn't turn off the overlay. Is entirely dependent on how long we're stuck here. If we get Mountain on team, I wouldn't let him stay deployed. Alright, so chat, do we have a consensus? Do we want to add anyone else to the squad? Or do we want to go and try it with what we have right now? We will need someone else for the boss stage, probably. But we can always add another one. Alright, this stage will probably fine. Alright, you all want to try this? Alright, we're going in.
Can't let them bully us. Let's go.
Okay. So chat, it looked like you had a strategy before. Try and describe the strategy as thoroughly as you can. So, in this situation, maybe she can't handle leaks, though. So the plan up to sus was good. Yeah. At some point, we need a second medic. Courier C1 right, then Cutter C2 right. Okay. So, we are going with Courier C1 right, then Cutter C2 right. So now we wait on Cutter. Then Susuro A1 down. Got it. A1 down, then pause. Okay, the first time specifically I've been given the command to pause. That is a thing we can do, so that is a valid command. Alright, Cutter is in. And now we wait, and then we'll play sus A1 down. Cutter skill whenever blocking enemies. Alright, sus A1 down, pause. Alright, here is the current state of things. Also, keep using Cutter skill when enemies in range. Understood. Alright. That is now a persistent command. I will maintain that to the best of my ability for the remainder of the battle. But the question is, how long will that battle be? Does Waifu restore all DP on retreat? Not according to anything I see here. The last time we did this, I want to remind you, we really didn't end up having leaks until we had already placed, I think, Haze. So, there is going to be time. Not much time, but there will be some time. How far is Courier skill? He's kind of blocked. We should use Pinecone over May plus Haze. I mean, maybe. I literally know nothing about these characters. You guys are the experts. You are the doctors who are going to make this work. Pinecone costs too high. I'm leaning towards May than Gavial. Not Gavial first. That's for you guys to decide. I am nothing more than the blunt hand carrying out your will. True, Gavial then May. Do we have a consensus for the next move? You could always tell me a move to put out and then to pause again so we can strategize. Gavial E1 up. Okay, we have the next command. Gavial E1 up. Gavial E1 up. Gavial E1 up. We are nearly there. Pause after placing Gavial. Okay. Okay, Gavial E1 up. And paused. Alright, this is the current situation. We've got 2 healers on the board. A single person as their main focus. We have a stun generator we can use whenever. We have Cutter. Cutter skill plus pause. Got it. Cutter skill, pause. And keep in mind, you can also give conditional commands. Like, you can tell me, you can be like, if there's, say, more than 4 enemies in range of the stun generator, use the stun. Like, as long as you can give me a specific command, a condition, a time, a location, I will follow it to the best of my ability. Do we have a consensus? We need DPS for sure. Top lane first. May next in top lane. May B1, Haze D1. May top, Haze bottom. We could use Windflit. Let's go with that. Okay, May B1, then Haze D1. Alright, May B1 right. May B1 right. And then our next command will be Haze D1 right. I see a sus skill in there. Okay.
Hang in there, I'm coming.
Pause. Okay. We paused. Explode. I see a command for explode. Can you be more specific about exactly what you mean? Generator first. Also Cutter skill, okay?
Your orders.
Nope. We had a good strategy, but I just didn't get any commands to use that stun in time. Shall we try again with the same strategy up until we get out May? I'm happy to just replay it up till May comes out and then pause it again. The same idea seems to be Locke seems to think the problem was that you waited too long to get Haze. Amarith says, I think we need to redo generator when slugs reach Cutter. The same, use stun when they reach critter. So we drop May, time the explosion, then go for Haze. Okay. All right, I'm going to start replaying through to the point where we were. Oh, there's the stutter. So you guys have a couple minutes to sort of figure it out, discuss, and really plan what you want to do next. Okay, and yeah, the Stun Blast does use 10 DP to use. And I will spam the cutter skill. People have very clearly been able to describe when and how to use it. So I will stay on top of that. Okay. Sus, A1 down. The next play will be Gavial. I wish so much that this skill was auto. Okay. Oh. Skill. Gavial. Whoop. Nope. Gavial. Okay. So we're going to pause here. And we're going to use Sus skill. Okay. So this is our situation. This is how we set right now. Sus skill is active. Gavial is placed. Cutter is doing their skill every time they're blocking. And I think over here is actually the first of the Slug Rush. So the Slug Rush is coming. I'll give you guys a little bit to discuss the strategy, and then we will proceed with the commands. And keep in mind, the generator will cost 10 DP. Windflit on top. Should we try Windflit or go with May? I think the extra 4 DP might delay generator too much. Wind is too expensive. May plus stun. We do need GP for Gen, but May can't block. We should get enough DP, then Waifu. May can't block, but she can kill slimes. Waifu. Maybe instead of May, Cliff D2 up. We get 2 free pot. Stun is pretty long. It's like 10 seconds, I think. I can check it real quick. It is... Okay, I'm gonna be honest, I have literally never read that all the way. That is a full 7-second stun from the EMP blast. So that is a very, very substantial time. What say you, chat? Have the doctors come to any kind of a consensus? So are we going... People still really like the idea of getting out May. If we stun first, can we get Pinecone out? This is challenged, so we are at half the normal deployment point regeneration. I doubt we can get Pinecone out. I'd say Cliff D2 up, then wait generator until the first slug about to reach Courier. Courier skill might be up until then. Cliff over May isn't a bad idea. You know, I have literally never actually even stopped to read what these things are. I have specifically done my best to avoid actually learning what any of them do, specifically so that I wouldn't be able to advise. Can shift enemies by using skills, can be deployed on range tiles, drags a target to Cliff Heart slightly in the next attack. Huh, cool. So that's what that is. There we go. Do we want Cliff top or bottom? Okay, I think we should drop Cliff D2 up, then time Explosion when the slimes are all within range. D2 up. Is that what the doctors have decided? To do Cliff D2 up and then do the stun after that? Bottom, I'd say, since the tankier enemies come here, aka it might clog up more. We need up because of her range. Oh yeah, they do have a range of 2. That's a good point. Yeah, Cliff can cover top lane as well. Okay, so if someone wants to type out the command seems to be Cliff D2 up, and then the stun, if you tell me to stun when the slugs are in range and it's available, we will. Alright, Cliff D2 up. Cliff D2 up, stun when first slug reaches courier, okay?
Leave it to me.
Stun when the first slug reaches courier. And in the meanwhile, we need to keep using courier's skill. Every time it's off cooldown. Alright, the first slug has reached.
Don't get yourself killed, dummy.
Okay. Pause. I gotta say, doctors, that looked really good to me. That looked really, really good to me. And we already have enough DP to play someone else again. Haze D1, then maybe 1. I'm going to not take that as an order, specifically because we're paused and it had a question mark. If I see other people agree with it, though, then we will follow that command. He got big guys coming. We need DPS or defense. Do we haze first or baseline? We need haze D1 to deal with shielders. I think we need haze more. Also, no face direction. That's true. Haze D1 and May B1. That was 2 commands without directions. I wouldn't know what way to face them. Yeah, they might be looking straight at the floor. Do we replace courier with baseline? I think we need the DP gen. Not yet. We desperately need the DP. DP is low. Block as well. Because then we don't get DP. Okay. Doctors, do we have a consensus for the strategy? So we deploy Haze D1, right? D1 right, D1 right. How about Pinecone? I will ask again. Haze D1 right. Okay, we're going Haze D1 right. If you guys want to pause again, you'll have to let me know. In the meantime, we will be activating Cutter's skill whenever it's off cooldown. Pinecone's so expensive here. Cutter skill.
If you want treatment, you gotta come closer.
Amateurs
Uh-oh.
are going to fall to their death.
Pause. Shoot. 3-second delay is so bad. You guys can give me conditionals. Like, it takes these guys a solid 5 to 10 seconds to walk across the field. You could be like when big guy gets somewhere. The waifu skill is the attack decrease, right? Yes it is. Waifu has 1 block. We also have Windflit, who has 2 block. Else, Cliff out, baseline in. We can swap Cliff with baseline. How close is Courier's skill? I don't know. I can't exit out of this screen without hitting play now. Oh, click operator, of course. Oh, and Cutter's skill is not... Or Courier's skill. How close is Courier's skill? I don't know. It won't let me click on the active operators. Base doesn't provide enough DPS. Click operator again. They're... Okay. I'm going to actually break this, and I'm actually going to jump into an advisory right now. There are, at minimum, 2 big guys, 2 slugs here, and I think there might be another slug hidden. We need more block on this spot immediately, or it's literally just going to leak pretty much within the next 3 seconds. Actually, more like 2 seconds. We have maybe 2 seconds to act. I do not know if I can withdraw anyone to put in someone else, but I do know for a fact that if I was given the order, I could put Windflit into that spot. Retreat Cliff, drop baseline... I don't know if I'm fast enough. I genuinely do not know at this point if I would be fast enough. If you guys want to try it, I will try as fast as I can to pull back Cliff and drop baseline. Okay. Boop. Retreat and... Nope, we had 1 leak. But, if you guys want to try again, I think we basically have the strategy here now. We just need to make sure that Like, if you guys give me the order to, then I can retreat Cutter just before Cutter goes down, and that will give enough deployment points to drop baseline. Also, we would probably still have enough to play waifu after that. That is what I see as a potential way out of this. While you discuss that strategy, I'm just going to play back to that point again, using the same strategy that we have already established. Honestly, I think we have it. I genuinely think, if not for the stream delay, we would have already beaten it on that last one.
I'll show them just what I can do.
We can do this. We can do this. I just have to be given the order. I think I see a solution, but I cannot take it of my own accord. Frankly, we need to keep Cutter, otherwise the run is pretty much dead. Okay. Cutter.
How's that?
Is sus skill necessary early, or can we save it here? I can try to save it just by making sure I deploy them as quickly as possible. And being really, really on point with the skills. Maybe Cutter face up instead of left so she can get some early hits off. That's another good idea. Alright, you're gonna get skill. Okay, there's Gaviol. Up. Okay, we were able to do this without using Sus's ability. So at this part, it was Cliffheart up. And then we activate the skill as soon as the first slug reaches Cutter.
If you want treatment, you gotta come closer.
Alright, and activate. Okay. So this is our situation right now. So the next thing you guys had me do here was Haze, I think. I think you had me do Haze. Haze D1 right. Do we still want to do Haze D1 right? If we want to keep Cutter, we must deploy waifu before the big guy reaches her. That is true. That would probably work as well. Cutter skill, but then her range for skill is awkward. True. Retreat cliff and deploy baseline. That is another possibility. Go ahead and discuss strategy. You know, we can probably figure out something here. We do have waifu. Waifu is an option, and she is the cheapest one we have to deploy. Haze is needed here. Shielded guys won't die. Better stall upper junkman with waifu on B2. Yeah, waifu will probably be necessary. Don't retreat Cliff. She has 2 good damage and can 2 block. Is the general consensus that the next move is Haze D1 right? It seems like people are still generally agreed that Haze D2, or yeah, Haze D1 right is the next necessary step. Does Quill know split boxing? I don't know. If you can tell me how to do it, I can do it. Yeah, we gotta split blocks with waifu. Yeah, I think we need some over single target damage AoE. The fake one says, wait! Mountain C2 will GG. Yeah. If we had Mountain, we could definitely play Mountain, but... How would A's E2 work better? No, Kinzig. We're just doing a chat plays, and we started this on 01. I didn't re-roll, but I did have chat start with a level 1 team. Hayes E2 up. Is that what people think? Hayes E2 up? Wait, does she have the additional tile? She does not. She is a flat 3x3 square. Hayes is a 3x3. Oh, it's all good, Kinzig. Please, join us. We are trying to figure out how chat can solve this. We are in challenge mode 1-7. Everyone always talks about how much they know 1-7, so I decided to have chat try the challenge mode here. So far, it's proving to be very, very much a challenge. The problem is they are perma-attacking. It doesn't matter where we put them. What about Pinecone A2? The problem with that is that we are on challenge mode, so we have half the normal DP recovery speed, and it would take probably take around 30 to 40 full seconds for us to be able to get at Pinecone. Junkman goes top right. Yes, the Junkman goes top. I think there's actually 2 Junkmen at the end, and one goes top and one goes bottom. Block with Windflit top, then Haze. Okay, let's go Haze D1 right, then pause when the first Junkman reaches C4. Okay, we have an order. We're going to go Haze D1 right, and then pause when the Junkman reaches C4. Okay. Haze D1 right. Oh, cutter skill, and pause. Okay, here is our setup right now. We are paused once again. Don't worry, the fake one. I've been commanded to use the cutter skill, and I will continue to do that. I'm going to have a sucker. Just a nice, simple fruit-flavored sucker. You know, a dum-dum. Nothing suspicious about that. And true, this time you also still have Sus's skill. I did not use the Sus skill this time because it was not necessary. Also because no one told me to. Will we get 4 more DP until Junkman reaches B2? It'll be cutting it close. But yeah, I think so. I think we will have... I think we will be able to use waifu. If that's what you guys want to do. If you can get one lane safe, then we can always just retreat stuff from that lane in order to drop baseline or May or whatever else you want to do. Just want to say for a moment, love this idea of yours. Super immersive for chat. Thank you very much. The idea popped into my head after I was having chat make all the decisions in integrated strategies. Even if not, waifu would still help Cutter survive with the attack debuff. That's a good point. When Junkman reaches B2, go waifu B2 down plus sus skill. Alright, is that the order we're going with? When Junkman reaches B2, waifu B2 down plus sus skill. Is that the chat command? How does waifu V2 down Alright. So is the strategy you're describing that when the Junkman reaches here, we put waifu here, facing down, trapper in between, activate the sus skill? Only use sus... Okay. Alright. Then chat, if someone wants to... Alright, that is the order then. We're doing Junkman... When the Junkman reaches here, we're going to do waifu B2 down and activate the sus skill. That is the next order.
Hang in there, I'm coming.
Okay. One more DP. Okay, waifu down. And sus skill activated. If chat wants to pause, you're gonna have to tell me when to pause. Uh-oh. Alright. There's the pause. So this is our situation. The top lane is actually decently covered. If we can get someone into that bottom lane, this may be completely doable. Can chat do it? Can chat clear 1-7 on challenge mode? All fine, I think. Just wait for Cutter skill soon. You know, Yoda, you might be right. You might be right. But if you are wrong, this isn't a situation where we should go for what might work. We should go for what will definitely work. 4 enemies left. Baseline should be able to tank the rest if waifu kills the Flug. Retreat waifu, retreat courier, and deploy baseline. Locke, that sounds like a good plan. Doctors, is that what we want to do? Retreat waifu, retreat courier, and deploy baseline on C1, right? True, Suss's skill is also still active. We are in a much better position than we ever have been. Thank you. That is an excellent point, Kinzig. Yeah, we're already at the last 4 enemies. How long for courier skill? Let's take a look. That long. If there are any more commands you want to give me, now is the time. Retreat waifu for courier, swap courier with baseline, okay? Alright. Courier is out, waifu is out, and we have just enough for baseline, and then cutter skill. Chat. I'm afraid, Fake One, I cannot pause, because there is no longer a level to pause. Congratulations, chat. You wonderful, wonderful doctors. You have just cleared level 1-7. The level that is practically a meme. And you just beat it on challenge mode. Congratulations. I am so proud of you. And with that, we are going to move to our last level of the stream. We are going to beat... Well, we're going to try to beat 1-8. Be careful of the large number of approaching enemies. Keep an eye on the Agile Reunion leader. The stun generator can stop her movement for a short time. We are not doing this on challenge mode. Now, chat had been saying that we probably would want to add another member to the squad for this stage in particular. Do you have a specific job in mind? It is Crown Slayer. This one is Crown Slayer. Right. So here's the shape of the map. Here's what we're dealing with. Okay. So this is the shape of the map. I'm afraid we can't bring Cruz because I have Cruz and she's very high level. We have to pick a fresh level 1. Also, hello, Red. We're going to pick a level 1 and bring them up to level 15 with the rest of the squad. So, our options are, as far as Vanguards go, we've got Plume, Granny, and Vanilla. As far as these guys go, we've got Doberman, Estelle, Melantha, Jackie, Midnight, and Papakar. For defenders, we've got Beagle, Gummy, Matterhorn, and Quara. As far as snipers go, we've got Catapult, Totter, Adnatchiel, Meteor, Acid Drop, and Tautophons. As far as casters go, we have Steward, Gitano, Indigo, and Click. As far as medics go, we've got Ansel, Chestnut, Hibiscus, Pure Stream, and Honeyberry. Unless, you know, in case we want a third medic. As far as the specialists, we have Podenko. And we've got Gravel, and Shaw's ineligible because of they're already an E1. But Gravel is the other one. So, what are we thinking? Who do you guys want to add to the squad? Drones are a bigger problem in Crown Slayer. Bring Cruz. May, we should be fine. I don't have a Vigna. It has to be one of the fresh level 1s. It would be very, very easy to beat these with the very leveled characters. So I really just want to pick one of the fresh ones and then just bring them up to match the squad. This is not a test of can chat manage to put a character powerful enough to beat the level in the one spot where they can beat the level. It's a challenge of can chat clear these levels while more or less at the intended level. We can get Meteor 2 if drones are trouble. Meteor would be great for both range and debuff. We have Pinecone, so drones should be okay. Pinecone is ass versus drones. What are you talking about? Midnight can block and attack air. If Midnight is blocking, he can't attack air. Okay. Do we have any kind of a consensus? Any kind of a general idea of even what just job we need? A lot of people are sort of thinking snipers, it seems. Rangers can't go because he's level 30. He's... Well, with his stats, he's not exactly good, but we're gonna take one of the fresh level ones. As bizarre as it sounds, yeah, Rangers. I want to keep everyone at the same level. The rest of the entire squad is just level 15, and 15 is the recommended level for this stage. Meteor. Meteor. Okay, so Meteor seems to be the choice. Meteor is joining.
The long distance support to me.
And to bring her up in line with the rest of the squad, we're going to bring Meteor to level 15.
Archery requires constant practice.
And upgrade the skill to level 2.
Even one day.
Alright, chat, here is the squad. Just give me a minute to adjust the overlay.
Too bad some people just can't live and let live.
Actually, overlay is pretty much just already set for this one, isn't it? Alright. So keep in mind, we do have the 9th column over here. Otherwise, this is going back to original rules. This is not the pause and do it. This is, as soon as I see the first legal commands, we're going to start. You have to name the character, the coordinate, the direction to place them. If you want to give me specific instructions about when to use skills, or like a condition, you could be like, use Cutter's skill every time she's blocked. You want to give me specific instructions, I will follow them. Courier A2, right, then pause. Okay, Courier A2, right, then pause. We have our first command. Courier A2, right, and pause. This should go a lot easier because we don't have to... It's okay if we let enemies leak again. And on top of that, deployment points will actually be filling up at a rate that is not absolutely terrible. So, what is the next command, chat? I believe in you all. Continue until first enemy spawns. Okay? We were able to advance almost a full 2 seconds. Do 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 do. It's not challenge mode, so healers can wait a bit. Alright, we have our next order. Susuro B2 right. Got it. Susuro B2 right. That is the next command. Okay. Next command after that. Cutter E3 right. Cutter E3 right. Cutter E3 right. Okay. All right. Any other suggestions? Baseline A3. Baseline A3.
I'll warm up my fingers first.
Gavial S2. Hold on. Gavial S2. Well, I don't know where S is. That would probably be several screens down. I'm gonna let you clarify where you wanted to put Gavial. Gavial D2 right. Gavial D2 right. Okay. Gavial D2 right. Got it. Alright, you can always tell me to pause if we need to discuss specific strategies or other things. Pause. Alright, we have a handle on this. Only 3 enemies have gotten past. We do have 34 deployment points. May or D3 right, May B3 right, I think. B3 and C3. If we can get a consensus, I will carry out the order. Let's go with Kafers. Kafers. Well, the fake one says to go with Kafers, and Kafers says to go with the fake ones. So unfortunately, we are once again at an impasse. Kafer and the fake one, you two are so cordial that you are canceling out each other's orders. Oh, Yoda is just giving a command. May B3 right. May B3 right, Meteor C3 right. Okay, Meteor... so... Alright, May B3 right and Meteor C3 right.
The wind is blowing in the right direction.
And Fake One, Yoda got in the specific commands first. If you want stuns or if you want pauses, you'll always have to say when. Pause. Okay? Alright, we paused and then waifu A4 right. Are you sure you want waifu facing right? Oh wait, yeah, that's fine. Okay, waifu A4 right. And the boss has moved.
Come on, get it together.
Can we just have a pause after every executed command? Okay. Retreat waifu, pause. I mean, I could just pause it after every executed command. But then this would be easier. Ah, I do enjoy my tea. Windflit E1. We could make CS jump so she gets stuck on Cutter to murder her. We're floating so many DP, we can afford to be a bit more aggressive. We can leak the boss. It should take 2 HP at most. Remove Courier and then place Cliff at E4. Cliffheart to pull her back too. Alright, looks like chat. Okay, it looks like the doctors are conferring a bit. You know, you guys are just gonna work together, figure out a bit of a strategy, see what you can come up with. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Do do. Do 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 do. Do do do. Because it's funnier that way. It plays with a command too. Cliff E1 if we want to hold the boss. We need to make her jump and then pull back. If only Gavial is facing down to cover E1. Oh, someone gave the command for cutter skill. Okay, cutter skill. Da 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 da. Do do. Do do do. Come on, chat. I know you can do this. I believe in you. There are 7, just 7 enemies left on the map. We can leak the boss IMO. We only have 1 deployment limit. Cliff E1 once CR starts moving to force jump and... Alright. Cliffheart E2... Okay, Yoda has given specific commands. We're going to follow them in order. Cliff E2 right. Okay, Cliffheart E2 right. Cliffheart E2 right. The next command was... remove courier, okay? Remove courier. Followed by wind E4 right. Okay?
I can do this.
Alright. That's the commands.
My hook never misses. I got this.
Interesting. Well, Crown Slayer's dead.
Device set.
Yeah, sorry. Alright, retreat meteor. Haze D3 right. Whoop. Got it. Haze D3 right. Pause. Sorry, I'm reading some of these a little bit out of order now, but we were able to pause. D3, not C3. Ugh, I'm sorry. I messed that up. I'm a terrible doctor. Yeah, sorry. Sorry. I did think it was a weird placement.
Don't get yourself killed, dummy.
If it's any consolation, though, I think we're going to be okay. Okay, retreat haze, waifu E5 right. Okay, waifu E5 right.
If you want treatment, you gotta come closer.
Retreat wind flit.
Already.
Retreat wind flit. Pinecone down on D3. Okay, pinecone down on D3. Got it. Retreat waifu. Courier A4 left. Courier A4 left. Congratulations. Congratulations. Beautiful, wonderful chat. My dear viewers, my fellow doctors. Today, working more or less together, we have cleared every level in Arknights up to 1-8 using nothing but chat commands and my mistakes and increasing and varying levels of strategization.
Welcome home,
You did amazing today. I am so proud of you all, and you helped me clear out my daily mission, so thanks for that. Honestly, this was just so much fun.
Dr. Kautz told me you have to be 100% focused on your work to maximize efficiency. So yes, that's what I'm gonna do.
Amia, I'm trying to do my outro, okay, girl? Look, okay. I'm not disappointed, I'm not upset, I would just prefer it if you let me do my outros, okay? God, we suck. It would be hell if we weren't given time to talk and decide. I mean, you got through everything up through 1-6 without doing any pausing. I mean, you guys did amazing. This was fantastic. I will definitely come back and do this again at some point. It's probably gonna be like a week or two before I revisit it, though. My next Arknight stream will be my usual Thursday at 6 p.m. Mountain Time. That mysterious time zone that almost everyone who makes schedules forgets exists.
There's still lots of work that
I'm going to actually. Okay, Mia, sweetie. Well, we will talk in a minute, okay? I promise. But I am going to actually edit this down a bit and upload it as a regular video to my channel. That'll be up within the next few days. It's gonna take a while to edit through 4 hours of material. Mostly I just want to make sure that there's a way people can watch this without seeing the first 10 minutes where I did not have my mic on. Thank you all so much for being here. The support from the Arknights community has always been great. I had a ton of fun with this. I genuinely am shocked that we did as well as we did. I really thought that this was going to go a lot worse. Man, what a great time. Thank you. And I will see you all on the next one.
There's still lots of work that needs to be done, Doctor. We can't afford to have you resting.